What happened yesterday? You and Sigurd disappeared during the feast, and when he returned, he went straight to our room without a word.
We talked for a time. I asked many questions, but got few answers. I wish I could say more.
Do you think Sigurd knows? About us?
I don't think so. He would have said something. Sigurd wants to blame me for every mishap that has befallen him, but gives me no credit for his rescue. I don't understand.
Yet he does speak with you. With me, he has gone totally silent. So, what now?
This is for Sussex. We burned it to the ground to save one man. Yet he is barely the man we were searching for.
Quite so.
What transpires in Gloucestershire?
You may have noticed that Gunnar has disappeared from his forge. He has traveled to Gloucestershire in search of a wife.
A wife?
He is in love.
When did this happen?
When doesn't this happen with our dear lovelorn blacksmith? But there is a bright side. He has asked you to join him.
Join his search for a wife?
And see that he does not make a fool of himself. I believe he thinks that your presence would bolster his image.
All right, I'll be Gunnar's keeper, if only to bring him back in one piece.
Very generous of you. Make for the town of Gloucester. You will find him there.
To the waves!
Water they were forged, loudly spears they clashed, loudly shields they broke, hewing off heads of men on that field. Besides good men fell, hearken well, and you'll hear their songs.
Welcome, fair traveler, curious child of his. I am Brendan of Ireland, and through light and voice have these stones spoken to me. Here lies the markings of him, where a second voice, higher than most, spoke to me again. Listen to all I have learned through prayer. Long ago was a great and tragic war. The offspring of gods who lived before the deluge. I pray for these rebel angels who came before.
Such odd energies, lying here unseen. How strange. Firewood from firewood burns. Flame kindles flame. And from man goes wisdom to man. And folly to folly.
Look, his tongue's been torn out. Stop it, Asila. His ghost will haunt us.
There's no ghost. Danes don't have souls.
This man is a Norse warrior, and his body deserves respect. Where is his axe? He cannot go to Valhalla without it.
Hurry ran off with it. Don't hurt us. We didn't mean anything. Please.
I will not harm you. I just want to get this man's axe returned. Where's this boy gone?
Over that way. He was playing with it. Slaying monsters.
You there, boy. Give me the axe before you hurt yourself.
I am no mere boy. I am Hurry, slayer of monsters. You'll have to win it from me in single combat.
A monster slayer. Well, as a fellow warrior, I must trade for the axe in a warrior's charm. Thick arms of Agir and thighs of Thor. Strength, honesty, and wit crave all wise warriors.
I can feel this Norse magic running from my fingers to my toes. I bet I can beat you in a race back to that body.
Look, there's a spider crawling around his eye. I think
Though we know not your name or your clan, you are a warrior of good stock. Odin welcomes you to his table in Valhalla.
Amen. And one day, us warriors will join you, fighting monsters in eternal battle.
I've lost my key! I haven't the strength to break open my door!
This is your house?
I set my key down, only to watch it fall into the river. My name's Bronn.
Hi, Bronn.
Ah, a Dane. I have an object inside that you'd be interested in. The legendary horn of Ragnar Lothbrok.
You have Ragnar's horn. How can you know it was his?
You have me there, friend. I cannot be certain. It's a very old Dane horn. Help me into my house. You can judge for yourself.
I am curious to see this horn.
I hid it somewhere long ago. Forgive me, I can't recall just where. Help me search. Ah, yes! Now I remember. It must be behind there. done, friend. Ah! Look at that!
That's no horn.
Let me have a look.
Thief! You filthy Dane, get out of my house!
This man told me the house was his.
Have you any idea how important I am? I shall have you both flayed and hung from the city gates.
Friend, it's all a simple misunderstanding.
If you were deceived, Dane, you'll return my biblo and help me kill this villain.
Here's your item. Bron here is a liar and a thief. He deserves what he gets.
No!
You're dead.
No, use that stone, Eivor. Use the large one, there.
Do you like the snow, Sigurd?
I suppose. I accept it.
I love it. I wish it could gather under my skin, surround my bones, and cloak me in silence, just the way it quiets the land.
Snow like arrows? The Skald in you speaks. I admit it does calm me down some.
If everyone sat and watched the soft, chunky snowfall and said nothing at all, we would all be happier.
Snow makes for a poor plowing bed. That's what I know.
Oh, starlight, my starlight! A swift death by a sharp sting separates us, both by lip and by heart.
Whether by land or by sea, we never shall part.
A fellow romantic soul. Perhaps you might be able to aid my plight.
What ails you?
A witch told me that one sting from the fuzzy little demon would steal my breath. But my love keeps bees.
You cannot deliver your love letter because there are bees in the way. I could carry it for you.
If you would do this kindness for Gil, then you must be a kindred spirit. Do you also enjoy the stamen and the petal?
I enjoy much of many things.
Oh, I had a feeling you would understand. I have painted my love in words in this letter. Let your romantic heart guide you.
If I find this love of yours, I will deliver your feelings. I'm sure your words will lead me to your heart's desire.
Thank you. Oh, thank you, stranger. I shall call you Sunshine, for you broke through the clouds of my loneliness.
The sweetness of honey on the tongue, with the danger of being stung. It is like love, always a chance of losing.
Oh, starlight, my starlight! A swift death by a sharp sting separates us, both by lip and by heart. Have you given my letter to my beekeeping love? The hive is not far.
Would you say that your hair could be described as bracken-colored tresses?
I beg your pardon?
An admirer of yours asked me to deliver a letter.
I know these words. I've kept the brothers of this letter beneath my pillow. To finally meet my secret bard. I must go.
I have delivered the letter. Now to see if Gil has met his match.
I have kept your letters under my pillow to give me dreams as sweet as your words. Now I know my love is sweet as apples.
My starlight. It's as if my heart is to burst with this happiness. my love requited.
Tell me more of my lashes and how they are like the...
Your lashes? Why, they are beautiful. But they are a candle in the brilliance of your hands. So warm and strong in mine.
Good for you, Gil. Best of luck to you both. There you are, Gunnar. And with a smile like I haven't seen in some time.
Eivor, over here. Eivor, thought I smelt you on the wind.
Gunnar, with the speed you left home, I thought you'd been carried off by Valkyries.
I have. This Valkyrie right here, Bridget, my own heart's root. Meet Eivor.
It takes a rare woman to nail down our Gunnar.
Lavendine da, with my Zigrili.
Good to meet you as well. What do you do around here, Bridget? Except keep Gunnar out of mischief.
Dwi'n arbenigon runes oeriau a chams.
And my Gunnar? What are you going to do with him? Have you a family, Bridget?
Nath mam a dad cered efo'n gilydd yn anwn. Con nhw'n help drws me.
Bridget man power the last high priestess and elderman. They since passed on. But the current elderman looks out for her.
I should like to meet this elderman of yours, if our kinfolk are to be joined.
A union forged in love. Come, we go find him. Oh, and don't blame me if he's heard a tale or two about you. What about it, Bridge?
Dim jolch. Yw tŵ bags of air sych o gwmpas ch gilydd. That Eivor gael clis llawn.
Right, no daylight to waste then, huh?
So the elderman may have heard a tale or two about my exploits.
Not all from me. Your name will be on the lips of every skald for years to come.
And the Mercians here are not unsettled by lurking Vikinger?
They come from all over to celebrate Samhain. Most are too busy with the festivities to pay us mind.
Samhain? Is that what these carved roots are for? This tradition?
Aye. Faces cut into lanterns to ward off evil spirits and guide children home.
They have a haunted look about them. Let us bring a few back.
Sindri boat is swilshad dolena.
There is the Elderman. Kunan!
A good leader, seeing to his people's needs. Let us join hands when his task is done.
Yeah. Then let's introduce you to Tevdur. Hands as clammy as a dead haddock, but his heart is in the right place. And he'll be Elderman after Kuna. Tevdur, this is Eivor, my chieftain.
Ah, yes. The way Gunnar speaks, I expected,
Me to ride in on a winged horse, cure the sick, the blind. His compliments are as blunt as his hammer.
Ah, more pagans crowding our table. Just lovely. Well, what brings you here?
I am here to hasten my friend's marriage and drink my weight in ale. If friendship comes afterwards, then all the better.
And what has Dane friendship done for Christian Mercia? Unseated godright kings for puppet rulers?
Apples! Eivor, wait until you try the cider. You like cider, eh? Tevdur? Cider?
Ah, you must be Eivor. Tevdur, I see you've welcomed our honored guest. Come just in time for my last Samhain.
At your behest. We welcome all pagans set upon God's own Gloucester.
Tevdur. As your harvest king, I demand that you remove the turnip from your arse and be merry. So you've come to meet the family before you whisk my Bridget away to her life as a smithy's bride.
We're honored to have her join the Raven clan, but your lush landscape will be hard to match.
I must give away girl and land in this misty season, but Gunnar is a good man, and he speaks tirelessly of you.
If you will excuse me, I have matters to attend to.
Ah, yes, the shrine. And with so many thieves and fangs on the path, a fellow may fall in God's service.
Kunon, I do not need a heathen escort.
Youth cut down in its prime, without even the memory of warm thighs and cider to sustain him in the afterlife.
Then, by my honor, I shall not rest until I return him to you safely. Aye, Tefter?
I see I am outmatched. Though a Dane joining in praise to Saint Kenhelm, God will weep.
My lady love calls, Eivor. Oh, if you'd like to join us later, we're going hoodening this eve.
Go, may you have a fire-forged friendship. Watch for fairies, fenfolk, and fiends. I have a hand fastening to oversee, an apprenticeship to officiate, and a pig to slaughter.
Well, shall we then?
Samhain. Kunon humors these pagans too much. It is the first thing gone when fires and magic, spirits in the air. Gloucestershire has strayed from God's light.
People need carousing, especially before the winter frost. A festival brings warmth and cheer.
God's light does not dim as the nights chill, but the winters are hard upon the children. Seeing them run around.
Interesting. It lightens the heart. Are there priests in your lands? I've met a few, liked even fewer.
The profane has gone unchallenged here. I alone am the Reformation. They are a flock in need of my
How will
shepherding.
you lead this great renewal?
For all the gifts he brings. Not 4 idols of wood and clay.
And yet, are we not going to pray at the idol of another? Is this Saint Kenelm your god?
No, and we do not call him such. He is simply closer to the Lord's ear. Low in a mead of kine under a thorn, lieth poor Kenhelm, king-born. Is this land not beautiful, Eivor?
Aye.
Look, the path is untouched by danger, so your company is not needed.
You are a kinder man than the mask you wear. But you won't be rid of me. I will keep my word to Kunan for your safe return. I don't understand this Christian praying. I thank Odin while standing. Why get your knees dirty?
To humble ourselves before God. Besides, I've dirtied my knees doing worse.
That sounds like a tale I'd like to lend my ear to.
Please, Eivor, I must pray.
Should I watch or turn my back?
Oh, Lord, gift upon this lowly servant your greatest gift. Patience.
I will not have to interrupt your prayer to protect you, Tefter.
And yet you insist on doing so. What is it you are looking at? A hare?
Tefter, get to safety. Find somewhere to hide.
Where did they come from? Spell the swine! That was close. Eivor, thank you for saving my life.
It's good I was here to protect you. Maybe Conan has the eyes of prophecy.
Splood, cloven-hoofed and sent by Lucifer himself. This land must be returned to God's grace.
More likely the shrine is in their territory.
Lord, we thank thee for your protection.
It's not safe here.
Give me my moment's prayer, Eivor. I ask only this.
We should return to Gloucester. Unless you'd like to thank the little martyr here for tonight's feast.
I'm not a babe in the woods in need of constant guard. Go on without me.
I gave Conan...
Yes, your word. And when I see him, I will say you protected me from being skewered upon those devil's tusks. Oh, and Eivor, I owe you a drink at least. Later, if you'd have one. Find me at the festivities.
Hey! You darn it!
Just scamper away from me.
Mother was right. Always keep the legs closed.
Your baby is coming. Where's the nearest healer? I will take you.
No need for a healer, love. Just get to the top of that hill. I can do the rest.
What? All the way to the top? And you intend to go alone in your state?
Yes! Ah! Oh, roll my fat corpse up this hill if need be!
It's too far to carry you like this without hurting your babe. I shall have to take you by horse.
You need not help me, but who am I to look a gift Dane in the mouth?
It is dishonorable to leave a pregnant woman to the elements. Why does the baby's father not come to you?
The baby's father is a god. Mockers of the Wood saw me on solstice and wooed me with his song.
You laid down with a god.
Ah, is that so shocking?
Picked up our trail. Hold on.
Ah, is that so shocking? Mary grew Christ from the touch of God. I heard of a Dane god who lay down with a horse.
Loki, and he was also a horse at the time. You didn't get mounted by a horse god, did you?
No, it was very much a man. A godly man, definitely not a mortal. But I didn't see him by light of day, so who knows? Child out of wedlock. Oh, I should raise the babe out here. Safe from town gossip. Raising it as a bastard. How they'll talk. Ugh. Lying with woodland gods and living out in the wilderness. I should become a witch. What do you think, love?
Is that all it takes to become a witch?
We're not far now, love. You can leave me on the steps of the temple if you want. The rest shall come naturally.
I'm not leaving you to bleed out or be taken by wolves. If your god lover cannot join you in birth, then I will guide your child out.
I doubt he will. I ran after our little encounter. Thank you, love. You have been kinder to me than my own kin.
Made it to the shrine. Do you think the otherworldly father will be able to find us?
I wasn't impregnated by a god. Just an ordinary man as bald as me. Doubt we want anything to do with this child.
I see. Then we shall focus on the child instead. Breathe deeply and try to relax. This will take time. I will build a tent. You did a great job. A healthy baby girl. Just hear that cry. Warrior's lungs.
A girl? I have no knowledge of warriors or what to name them. How about your name, then? Little Eivor.
Ermina? I've been looking everywhere. Brand told me you'd run off and I worried the worst. Is that...
This is your god lover? I expected more.
God lover? Should I take that as a compliment on my prowess or an insult to my name?
Go, mock us. Our families would never approve the union. And if you're to have any reputation, you will forget me.
I think I get to stay in that. I care not about status, and if all we have together is some hut in the woods, then so be it.
A hut in the woods does sound fit for a witch and her babe.
Eivor! There you are!
Here I am.
So, what adventures did you find in my absence?
Escorted Tefter to the shrine of some Christian saint. Our path was not peaceful. We were accosted by a group of boars.
Odd, but path na usually safe. To the briefer.
But you saved his hide. I bet it was quite the sight. Two of you as a pair.
I kept my word to Kunin, and that spatcock Tefter lives.
Restraint, Eivor? I was half expecting you to wallop the lad around the head and ass.
I've bridged hands with most of England, Gunnar. And I've held my temper around worse than Tefter. I need a drink.
Try the cider. It's from last year's apple harvest. Skull.
Skull. So, you invited me to a hoodening. What mischief is this?
Ni gwisgal an fel y Sprydjan and creatures of the Vale. The bag for treats.
Gloucester gives their glut to otherworldly visitors, and if you dress as one, you'll get that bounty yourself.
Freely given? Huh. I've only seen such a thing done at feasts.
Then we turn you into a beastie and have you roam the hills, braying for sweets and drink.
It's hardly a disguise. Just a cloak and some bones.
Nonsense. You are the very spirit of the merry Lwyd. Now, let's hooden. Become the merry Lwyd, the spirit who sings for cake and ale. And you cannot have your cloak back until we leave.
I'll keep this covering, but even a knife to my throat could not make me sing on command.
Shame. I heard your voice clear as a bell. Larks fall from the sky in envy.
Gunnar, if no one else is dressed this way, I will fill your shop with sheep.
That?
Trick or treat!
What business have you? Oh, the Merry Lwyd. Right. We're doing cakes instead of beer this year. Sour night and the moon is high. Merry Lwyd haunts my door.
Give me sweets and candied treats, the kind I most adore.
Ha ha! Here then, sweets for the Merry Lwyd. You've earned it.
Are you playing the role of trickster?
Can trickster spirits see? The eye holes in this mask are terrible.
All it takes is a mask and some sweet cakes to turn you into a gentle skull.
I am not going to sing, Gunnar. I have come to rhyme with you.
In the gloaming, see her roaming, hidden neath the hood.
To its dwelling, fate foretelling, it's the Merry Lwyd.
Well done.
Lads getting into their cups, scaring the wee ones.
Good!
Oh, thank the gods. We've been waiting for children all night to empty our stores so we can go to the party. Have some extra.
Look at these cakes! Sweet as honey, Gunnar. You should see this. Gunnar! My cakes!
Then, through the mist of the night, they saw a woman at the corner.
Sunan, guide me.
What the fuck did you say to
I
me?
said, cloth ears, take your false gods and piss off back to your shit-smeared hovel.
Gunnar! Oh, damn this Sergeant.
You are either fearless or stupid, boy, to speak to someone of the Raven clan this way.
Fitting name for scavengers. Winged rats taking what isn't yours.
I'll pick out your eyes and feed them to your god.
Gunnar, we are guests here. Let him go. We can hooden more. You seem to want your nose broken, so let me oblige.
Christ, him tall.
I'll kill you! Ah. It's you lot we should be burning alive!
Are you sure you don't want to stay in Gloucester?
They know how to have fun. Spears! My leg!
Gunnar!
Enough! Keep your brawls to the other side of the river. There's children about.
I don't answer to you, witch.
Thomas Fletcher, I brought you into this world, wiped your mother's birth blood from your face. Mind your tongue. Let's see that leg, then.
It's nothing.
Careful with the old man. He's had many winters' worth of wounds.
Till Lucas. Modron's a gumpas to patch this land.
That man called you a witch.
I lead those who follow the old ways in Gloucestershire, but I offer my healing services on both sides of the river. Gwyneth, my love, go back to the house and bring me the garlic salt.
And the worms? Are we cleaning or cutting, Mother?
Yes, grab the worms just to be safe. Now go, child. I promise not to cut it off before you return.
Give me strength.
My man Modron is known, I'm a humor towish gudran.
I'm glad you all finding my mortal injury so funny. Go, Eivor. Make merry and try to loosen Tevder's shoulders.
Modron, you don't have to save his leg. I will understand.
That limb will be fine, but no medicine in England will stop the dribble from his mouth. I do not work miracles.